Hi everyone, welcome to another game of Parazoologists Wanted, where we left off last time in a grimy, bloody uh, um, underground secret room with two pairs of gigantic wings hanging on hooks the in the back of the room. Um, this place looks like a sort of uh, surgery slash meatworking workshop. Um, it has a lot of like different tools spread out, and it tastes and it smells really really bad. So what do your characters do upon finding this strange room under the villa?
I think Senna and Rena were still upstairs.
Okay, got
I
it.
think.
Well, that explains one way people can have been dropped. Oh, what is that smell?
Yeah. Oh. I
And what are those wings?
Do you want to make a nature check?
Sure.
Okay.
Can I help with that?
You can make your own nature check, but you can't give
Okay,
the
fair
help
enough.
action for knowledge stuff. Those wings are larger than uh, um, any other bird wings that you've ever seen. These uh, these would probably be able to carry like a human-sized creature if its bones were hollow, just like birds' bones. Um, they, uh, um, strangely enough, the place where they are cut, the flesh seems to transition. The feathered flesh seems to transition into uh, um, more red meat. And that looks more like it came from a mammal than a bird. Okay. And Ron,
Hmm.
you examine the same thing. Um, yeah, I've given and Ron, you're going to see that those have been those are being kept in the cold to try to preserve them. So they're towards the back of the room. Then there's like a cooling chamber with like glass pane protection.
So whoever, so whatever they, so they wanted this thing preserved as much as possible.
Likely, and well, don't know about you, but without any real background, I'm just guessing Angel right here, but that's me.
Hmm. Can I snap a picture of the?
Wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You take a picture of the wings. Do you send them to anyone?
I'm going to send them to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
On wings. On some wings. Don't know what species they are, but
Okay. Um, you get a text back saying uh uh um no, they look magnificent. I wish it were on a live specimen. um Keep looking.
alrighty. And I look. I'm just gonna say, All right, let's keep looking. I guess. Hey,
No
Graves.
luck.
Hey. Graves?
We're just identifying the.
I think his mic might be off for some reason, but that's okay. He'll join in a sec.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Hello.
hear you now. Excellent.
Yeah.
Hi.
Cool. So, that's the characters who went like to investigate the like the secret passage. The others, you're still upstairs, looking around. This place looks luxurious, but in a strange bare bones kind of way. You don't see any family pictures anywhere. It doesn't really feel lived in. It just feels like the place was bought, and that nothing was really changed since it was bought. Like there isn't like yeah, you don't find any like toothbrushes or anything like that. No, you don't find clothes in the drawers and things like this. So yeah, what does the team do?
I wouldn't assume they have any
Hello.
computers anywhere, right?
Make an investigate check. You find a just a Mac Airbook in one of the rooms. It is password protected.
Hmm. Need to look for a password.
Okay.
Who keeps their passwords written down? Well, I
Right,
suppose we'll
right.
try.
Old people?
Fair
Old
enough.
people do. There's a.
Yeah.
It's true that one of the creatures that you fought against was an old
Old.
lady.
Yep.
I'm showing it for yes and it is who might have missed the beautiful pictures of Auntie Morty. Cool. So those does anyone want to make any checks to investigate any particular part of this place, or the bodies, or like yeah
Probably just trying to look around for anything else besides the wings, like any signs of what we're doing with them, or just notes with passwords.
Okay.
And the likes.
You can make an investigation check as well. You don't find you're not going to find any sort of passwords, but you do get to what appears to be the like a control room with cameras, and you see in that like one of the cameras that is pointed towards the outside of the villa catches a glimpse of police cars driving in your direction.
Oh,
Right, don't want to alarm anyone, but we do have police incoming.
Oh shit.
This is what happens when you have a druid with a shotgun.
Fair enough. I'll just pack up. Is
Yeah,
it
we got a lot of
is
guns
it a
here.
laptop?
Sorry, what?
Is it a laptop?
Yeah, it's a laptop.
I'll take the laptop.
Cool. You can write down that you've got the laptop from this villa. Okay. When the shout goes out, from Ron that from Sebastian that police are coming. What do your characters do?
I'm pretty sure we're running, right?
I'm gonna
we
pile the
probably
bodies.
pack up whatever evidence we can real quick, though.
Okay.
Uh,
Does anyone
there was a
have?
basement, right?
Huh? Sorry.
We had a basement, right? Didn't we go into like a basement or like a
Yeah.
secret room?
Yeah. You went into the basement. That's where that's what I was describing at the start. But basically, there were two pairs of really large avian wings that the players have determined could doesn't come from any sort of bird that you know of. They're much too large, and they were being preserved by the undead who worked here.
When it's
Would those
closed,
be
is that
carryable?
room hard to find?
Sorry.
When the door to that place is closed, is it hard to find?
So you found it by there being extra cameras in there that from the camera room that allowed you to realize, oh, there's an extra like secret room somewhere, and then to like look and then to um, like find out where it was. You think that you could make the room much harder to find by destroying the cameras in there, and because then the camera room wouldn't show its existence.
I vote we burn the bodies and hide in that room until we can get picked up and destroy the cameras.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. So you in this case, how are you going to burn the bodies?
Let me see. They have that plane thing, don't they?
They have that.
Plane. Was it an aquaplane? It was
Oh yes, they do have one that is parked at the bottom of the pier, along with the yacht that you saw heading to the roost the other day when
Cool.
you were.
Both of those will have fuel.
Yes.
Is there excess fuel in like canisters or anything?
Make an investigate check.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, 18. Yes. So you spend the time that before the police arrive finding as much fuel as possible. You also find some bottles of unopened alcohol
Perfect.
in the cabinets. You go over to all of the like you've got some dead bodies that are up here. You had the Minotaur's dead body over here. If you want to set both of them on fire at different places, that's
Oh, no.
okay. No.
I said earlier that I was piling the bodies up.
Okay. Cool. I forgot about that, but that's perfect. All right. So that's gonna be what you're doing while this is happening. The others, you're aware that fire might be able to destroy a lot of evidence, but you being around here, you might have dropped some hairs inside of the house, or left some fingerprints, especially during the fight. Does anyone have prestidigitation?
No.
Nope. Okay. Some of you bled during the fight from losing HP as well. So Senna is taking care of burning the bodies. What is everybody else doing? You have 5 minutes basically.
Oh shoot.
I'll go ahead and run in and destroy the cameras.
Okay. You got it. What are you going to use to destroy those cameras? You just grab a chair and just whack the chair?
Yeah, I'll just hit it with something.
Okay. Roll athletics.
This is a
Could I help with that?
Yeah, for sure. You can give the help action. You do your best to like conceal the room. Excellent. So Graves, you bash in the cameras. You find a way to block the library from secret passage from opening, and cool. You've made the room much harder to find. That's both Ron and Graves. Sebastian and
Yep.
Reina, what are you going to do?
Seeing that everybody seems to be in cleanup mode, probably
Mhm.
going to utilize shapewater if possible to just sort of run over whatever surface I suspect from afar.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. You're trying to disguise. You're trying to erase any passage of your evidence and stuff like this. Make
Exactly.
a spellcasting roll for me, please. I'll be right back.
Very well.
Spellcasting 17. So that is technically with your proficiency, I believe.
Okay.
Oh,
19.
but it starts at 8. So like you're with a proficiency of 2, like you get in the first few levels. It's just like rolling for charisma. It's just that later on you're gonna have every point above 2 will be added to your to that thing.
Right.
Excellent. You start to waterbend. You grab a little bit of the blood. You use the water to like clean it as quickly as possible, and then because this pool has this pool is a is the way that it is. It's a waterfall. It's a waterfall pool.
Waterfall.
So some of the blood is already like being cleaned up and out of that pool. That's excellent. Lorelei, what is Reina doing?
Going around everywhere that we've been and just wiping anywhere that might have fingerprints or anything like that.
Okay. We can say that you give Sebastian the help action. That's excellent. All right. Let's see. Okay. Senna, you realize, while this is burning, that the body of the Minotaur and even Bert is still going to look like a Minotaur, and so are the other some of the other monstrosities. But you know the fire is on right now. It is starting to spread a little bit to the plants of the house, and like
I would assume it'd be over here in a
The-
safe place.
The place that I piled the bodies up was going to be the hut
the
to
hut.
enclose the fire.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the hut is made out of wood, so you start you start that fire. All of you rush into the secret room. I'm going to make some rolls real quick. Let's see. On a on a 5 or less, this place is not airtight. This place is airtight, so as you close the secret passage, you're able to wait wait the fire out, wait the police investigation out, with very little to tell you what is going on outside, apart from when the spellcasters regain their spells at dusk. How long are your characters going to be in this secret room?
Should we stay until air can pick us up? And that way, if we go out and there's police, we can just make a run for it and be able to leave.
The only problem I'd see with that is that there's still kind of a mystery with the island here. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. Oh, who knows? Who knows how long it would take before we can get picked up? So
Hmm.
I
It
would
should
say
be about 5 days by now. Maybe 4, maybe 4 days.
I think she said she
Oh.
gave you
6.
2 weeks, and you're like 2 days in, so you have about 12 days left to go before the scheduled pickup. Of course, Aya has like she can shorten it if you find her a specimen. You know.
yeah, I'd say we just wait until 1, 2 a.m. and then just make a break for it.
Okay. Cool.
'Cause, I mean, we have rations and everything. We can stay here for as long as we need to.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right. So, the more than 8 hours pass, and everyone gets a full rest. The spellcasters, you feel the arrival of dusk as your spell starts to recharged, and then you stick around until at least around 1 or 2. You still have your phone, so you're able to tell what time it is. Around that time, who opens the door to have a look outside?
I can be stealthy if you want me to be.
Go ahead.
All right. You try to activate the mechanism of the door from the inside, and you feel it resists your pull.
What is the door made out of?
Metal on this side. It's a library on the other. Like it's a yeah.
Hmm.
Wait,
You
are we in
feel
the,
you feel you
are
feel
the
like it's
cameras in the
like
room?
it's resisting, but it's not blocked. It's just much harder to move than it was when you closed it.
Are there cameras in this room, in the secret room?
They were destroyed. They were destroyed earlier by the players
Oh. Oh shoot.
on purpose to try to like hide in here. Senna, do you want to push on, roll an athletics check, and or
Is there a vent in this room?
no, this place is airtight. I rolled for it earlier.
Right.
Something the matter?
I can't get the door open. I'm very weak when it comes to pushing things open.
I mean, I can offer to try my way if you prefer that, but
Will that make a
well,
lot of noise?
it might. Depends on the door.
Whoever tries to do this has to make both the athletics check and the stealth check. But they can be receiving the help from other characters.
Let's say, if I can't help, I can do the stealth check probably easy enough. It's going to be the athletics check that I'm going to really struggle with.
I mean, I can always give you a bit of aid with the force. That's
Okay.
possible.
I think in this case, yeah, Senna, you could try to make both rolls, because you were the one who was talking about like going out, but you have advantage on both. Okay, nat 20 on the athletics. You're able to like to push it open, no problem. Now roll for stealth to see. Excellent, 14. All right. So you see that like some of the roof has collapsed against the library, and so when you have to like push it sideways, it is much more difficult, but thanks to your reflexes, you're able to like stop the piece of roof from falling even further and make any noise. You see that there is this place is like completely unlit. Power seems to have been turned off. But thanks to the moon, you're able to see that there is police tape around the crime scene, that there's and that the place kind of just like burnt down. This is what happens every time that I send players in on this villa map. They burn it down at some point. I don't know what it is about. Well, I mean, it looks like a very burnable map, I imagine, but yeah. Cool.
Villas must burn.
Yes, no, on that we agree. Okay, so your characters,
Is there any
Senna,
people out there?
Senna, thanks to your stealth, you're able to see that there's just like two there's a cop car to the side with just two cops that are kind of like keeping an eye out after this, but they're very like you don't think anything is going to happen, so they're not very paying attention a lot. Thanks to your 14 stealth, you're able to like find a way out of here for everyone unnoticed.
Cool, and I'll bring everybody back to the boat.
Okay. Let's see. You see that a part of the docks burnt, but a lot of it was spared by the intervention of probably the fire
Our
department.
boat?
Huh?
Our boat?
You do not have a boat. I think.
do.
Huh?
Yeah, we do. We
Oh.
do. We do have a boat.
Right,
I
Senna's
rented it. That's how we got here.
Oh, the sailboat, right. Cool. So you're gonna head back along the cliffs, walk back the way that you came, and grab your sailboat. Okay, cool. I thought you were gonna try to take the yacht of this place, which would have been not very discreet. Cool. All right. It is 5 in the morning when you. Oh, actually, you know what? Senna, you have to drive your sailboat full of people in at night. This is sort of dangerous, so I'm gonna ask that you do a sleight of hand check to represent like how good you are at like grabbing the ropes and stuff like this.
Could I get help off anybody, or is it a one-person job?
You can get help as like the others would be helping.
I will help with that.
Okay.
I mean, I've actually driven the boat before.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay, so as you take off the rope that like you take off the anchor that was keeping you in this little cove, you start to take a little bit of like wind in your back, and you crash the boat against a sharp rock on the edge of the cliff. It is now taking water, and has fully like stopped on the rocks.
Can you get it off the rocks?
Oh shit!
If we get it off the rocks, it's gonna sink. We're gonna rough just making our way back to the hotel on foot, and I will tell them that I crashed the boat because I'm blind.
I mean,
I'll
I
just
can
pay the
fix. I
fine.
can keep it from sinking temporarily. That I can do.
I tried to fix the boat.
Oh, I saw.
Frostbite. Well,
Ooh.
I could freeze the boat.
Okay. Would you like to go ahead and roll your spellcasting ability?
Could we see how Rena was going to fix the boat first since
Yeah.
she brought it up?
Oh yeah, Raina.
I have the mending cantrip.
Perfect.
The mending cantrip. Okay, cool. All right. So it's gonna take you a little bit, but you're able to like repair the boat. Um, okay. When you do so, do you try sailing again in the dark?
How far away from the hotel are we? Could we just walk on foot without raising suspicion?
Right now you like left the small cove that you had kept the boat in. I'm gonna say that you're like uh, something like 7 kilometers away from the town. So
Hmm.
yeah, you might be able to like just walk there, but it's gonna just take a little bit of time.
That's fine, I don't
Mending
mind.
is a cantrip, you say?
Yep.
Huh.
Mhm.
Nice. Nice.
It has a long cast time, but yeah.
Yeah.
It has limitations, like there's definitely better spells for it later on, but mending is a super useful cantrip.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we're only about 15 minutes away, so yeah, we might as well just walk.
15 minutes. Oh. Okay.
You
Yeah.
did say
It's a little
7
bit longer than that.
kilometers, right?
Yeah, 7 kilometers
It's a little
just to
bit
the
longer than that.
town. Afterwards, it's like you can navigate through the town, taking buses and stuff like this to get to the hotel.
I'd say that's more like half an hour or something, but yeah.
Okay. Senna, please roll a sleight of hand to park the sailboat while in the dark, like back in the cove that you just came out of.
Can I get help again?
Yes.
I will help with that.
18,
better.
excellent, cool. You've saved the boat. You keep walking, make your way all the way to the town, and find your hotel. Yeah. Cool. So this is what the town looks like, although
Oh, that's a
not
cool statue.
as many cops. There we go. Cool. You get there feeling somewhat tired. It is now 6 in the morning. You can see the glints of the sun rising on the horizon. Um, yeah. You were resting technically, like in the secret room, so you are still full of energy. What do you do?
I'm gonna set my phone to receive local news alerts.
Local news alerts. Okay, cool. You get make an investigate check for to like parse through the local news. Cool, 19. Yeah, there's definitely mention of the villa burning down. They the headlines describe it as an absolute carnage with at least 5 dead. But similarities are being drawn to the modus operandi of the 5 Hollywood arsonists, a group of maniacs who burned down a villa in Hollywood a month and a half ago.
I think we got away with it because it sounds like it's somebody else's MO.
Yeah,
Yep.
great.
Okay. Um,
Uh,
Maybe we should stay away from Arson in the future. Just a thought.
Senna, is that just local news that you're? It is local news, so that you would see like what where everything is at locally, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Also, just letting you know, this is the moment in 2012 when someone broke into the Tower of London. So you are going
Oh
to
damn!
you're going to be seeing headlines about this. It's not something that actually happened in 2012. It just happened on my other game, the previous game session. So you're getting news headlines of someone tried to steal the crown jewels of from the Tower of London, and theories are that maybe this succeeded. Also, there was a gas leak explosion at the British Museum.
huh.
Somebody's raining terror in the south of England.
Yep,
It's fine. It's only the south.
it's
Mhm.
it's England kind of deserves it.
Especially the south.
Okay, so uh, um, you still have a few days here. We're gonna say that like recovering from your fight, you're able to like take baths, change up, eat this very hearty Greek breakfast that has lots of like a delicious yogurts and stuff. Cool. What do you do once like what when you're all kind of finished up like getting energy for the day?
I think I don't think I put in the. I don't think I got a brass brazier, did I?
A
Did
brass
I?
see yes a brass what? I think you got a brass
Brazier.
brazier. Yes, you did. We mentioned it last time.
Okay.
What's the plan? Because we currently don't have a lead on anything, and we're wrapped up kind of what we can for.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of not in the loop, so yeah, I don't have no idea what the plan is.
So we came here
Yeah.
thinking that there was harpies or sirens or something dropping people from the cliffs. Turns out it was a crazy old woman with zombies.
Yeah, I don't think this
Some
thing
manner
is
of winged creature.
yeah, but I don't think this mystery is over. So
What part isn't over?
um, did we? I don't think we ever solved the mystery of the flying. Oh, of the
There
falling.
was the zombie that could fly that was trying to pick you up and drop you from a great height in the last fight.
I suppose the interesting thing is, at least
I think
for us,
we've
Yeah.
is what kind of creature those wings came from in the first place.
Yeah.
That is a mystery. I'm just not sure how we can further that because everybody we know who had interacted with those wings is now dead and kind of smoking in a little hut.
I mean, I'll be honest, I think we're pretty much done with what we came here to do, but we haven't investigated that island, and these were the same, if these were the same people. Uh, these might have been, they were trying to get into that island, so could be there's something there. You know, it might be the reason for the murders. You know, like we're pretty certain on the culprits, but would be
The
nice to
thing
know
is,
why.
I'm not sure if they're connected to this because the woman who we just killed told us to go there looking for clues on this investigation.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to throw us off by sending us there. And as much as that
Yeah.
island is intriguing, it just sounds like people who remove themselves from society. Which,
Also, my
good
note.
on them. Hmm?
I wanna talk to them before we leave. You know, see what their deal is.
What did you say, Laura?
Or we could just research it. Any information about the island.
The locals
that
don't
too,
seem to
but-
know that much about it, other than they just removed themselves and that it's hard to get to.
They might know something about the wings. I mean,
I
she didn't
feel
like
we
them.
should be very careful about asking people about disembodied wings.
Mm. Yep.
If we take them back with us, we could see if, like when we found the griffin stuff, if there's any traces of where they came from.
Oh, oh yeah,
Possibly.
like you did like analysis on like the sand that was on the griffin's pelt. You could try to do something similar.
Or
Did
we could even
mm-hmm.
have a come and pick them up and we can stay here and still do the investigation.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the only way we're going to get information about the wings right now.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We don't have to leave, but I feel like Aya having the wings is going to further this a lot.
Wait. Did the wings burn in the fire?
No, the wings
No,
were in
they
the
were in the
same
room with us.
room as you.
Oh, okay. We probably would have brought it with us, I guess. But...
They're rather large.
okay.
They're
fine.
like they're longer than a human's hand by kind of like 2 or 3 like lengths. So you are so transporting them on the boat, you would have like probably damaged the wings.
Mm. Yeah, plus the fact that it was. Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the
Never
way,
mind.
while you were in the room, at some point during the fire, the power ran out, and the electricity in the room, the refrigeration system, along with
Oh.
the lights, died.
That is a very fair point. So if we need to get them picked up, we need to get them picked up today. Otherwise, they are going to start deteriorating within the next 24 hours. Very quickly.
Mm.
Anyone wants?
Did we close the door behind us?
I think so. Yeah, that's given that you would have probably left the wings there. Yes, you would have left. You would have closed the door behind you.
Cool. That will keep them chilled for well over 24 hours. Not at optimal temperature, but chilled, which should slow the deterioration down for the next 24 hours. I've worked in way too many butchers' places with meat lockers where the powers went out.
Ooh.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Fun.
So as long as it's airtight and we did seal it back up,
Technically,
as
it should be fine. I
technically yes.
I worked in a restaurant that where the hot water didn't work, and you're not supposed to run an establishment without hot water because you can't clean stuff properly. So yeah, just don't trust capitalists.
That sounds way too familiar.
Yeah. Okay, so what were we talking about? Aya was is anyone calling in Aya to pick up the wings?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You send a message. She
This thing.
uh
Yeah.
Aya responds. I'll be
You may
there.
wanna.
Hmm?
You may wanna get those wings as fast as you can. It's from what we had heard. Wings can deteriorate in 24 hours. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, cool. You get a text. She says, I'll grab them on our next pass over here. Anything I should know about the location?
The docks are
um,
still fairly intact. The police are around.
yeah, gonna have to say that, yes.
Okay. Cool. Excellent.
Yes, and, hmm,
Uh, okay. Cool. So yeah, AI is going to take care of that. What is the party doing?
Right, well, if we're not going out of that island, what are we planning to do?
I was planning on researching the nearby library for legends and such.
Okay.
Right. Well, I don't see why not.
All right.
In that case, I'm gonna go fishing.
Okay. Senna heads out to fish. Bandits, could you um, make an history or arcana check? And because you're at the library, you're doing so with advantage.
Yay! I really want to do both, but
Yeah, you can do both if you want to roll both.
sure.
Sebastian's probably doing a
natural
similar kind
20.
of research, just using the phone instead.
Nice.
Excellent. So, Ron, you look up the local legends. This part of Greece has lots of them. You've got you've got all sorts of like Greek mythology creatures that are tied to like local customs around here. So you've got like uh, um, sphinxes. You've got hydras. The like gigantic lions. All sorts of like gods animals. You're going to see that like there's um a recurring uh thing of like large birds like in the local legends, or like sirens, but though like those pop up every now and then, and then kind of fall back into being forgotten.
Huh. Okay. I wanna.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanna. Well. Hmm. I've. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
Any related anything related to our case actually?
Not really anything concerning undead. Let's see. There's the
Or the falling damage. I'm
uh,
gonna call it.
or the falling damage. Well, there's the legends of like large birds that would be able to do that. That's about it. Cool. What is Graves doing?
Well, I just want to try and do some more, research on this island
Okay,
before we leave.
cool.
If we're not gonna actually go there.
All right. So, where do you go to the library? Do you ask around? How are you getting the information? Do you go to like the town hall?
I'll head to the library.
Okay, cool.
See if they got anything there.
Make a history check, and we can say you have advantage.
And
Okay. So the roost is this really hard to access island because it's like all cliff sides around it. But because of that, it's developed its own ecosystem. There are species of plants and birds that own like that are only found on this island because life from the rest of the continent never didn't really get a chance to like access that little plot of land. So it's got some like unique birds. It is a like it is a protected area, so you're not supposed to go in there. And let's see. And you do find one mention of locals who like who did not get dislodged by the Protection Acts, who are still there, but you find a reference to them like way back in the 1940s. And they're just mentioned as the locals.
Well, I'll just follow everyone else for now.
Okay. Cool. So that is okay. So Senna is fishing. What is Sebastian doing?
As previously stated, Sebastian was essentially doing a similar kind of research, just kind of partly playing at or actually being a tourist in the town, just looking around what places are, but mostly just sitting around researching on the phone or whatever is available.
Cool.
Similar topics, the island and local legends.
Cool. In this case, you get similar. We can say that you probably get similar information than Ron and Grace. Okay. Lorelei, what is Reyna doing?
You'd be asking about the people over on the cult. She'd be asking about the cult with the locals.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
Cool. You let's see. You start. Yeah, you make a let's see. You don't speak Greek. Make a insight check with disadvantage. Ooh, excellent. Cool. So that's a 15 even with the disadvantage. So you ask a couple of people, the locals, the people of this town are aware that there's people on the island, and they are they're called like recruits or a cult, but no one seems to have like really hard facts for you. It's just like there's a lot of rumors, but you feel like those people like most people haven't had a direct encounter with the locals of the Roost. Um, you you end up asking sufficiently that this local Isabel that you met on your first day here is going to come to see you after you're done talking to like a couple of other people who live here, and says, "Hey, what's your name again?"
Uh, it's Raina.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Isabel Monroe. Um, I hear that you've been asking questions to the locals about stuff around here. How's the investigation going?
It's gone all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know the island is like a protected site, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm aware.
All right. She uh okay, so um she's going to say well, if you do you, maybe I could help you out if you have any questions.
Really? You? Why,
I
thank you.
I I I mean we're very nice people around here. We you know, so if it helps solve those murders and stop all of those people falling from the sky, I'll help. Did you hear what happened at the villa? Like you see that she points towards the still smoking remains of the villa that you went to the other day.
Yeah, it's weird. They say that it's some arsonist people.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I a lot of people are actually pretty happy that that those people died. That family owns like half of the land and buildings of this town. So right now, where depending on like who ends up inheriting this, it might be much cheaper for us to operate around here. So, but yeah, weird, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
but I'm glad it'll help.
I would like for you to roll deception, please. Ooh, 20, excellent. Cool. Isabel says, hey, here's my phone number. If you have questions about stuff that's around here, you can call me and I'll help you out. Okay? I'm
Okay,
just gonna.
thank you.
She gives you her phone number and she leaves. All right. When the team meets up again, we're gonna say at lunch to eat the fish that Senna has gone to get. What do you do?
So, anyone found interesting?
Could I say that while I was out, I was also like doing some research on my phone, not on the plot or anything, but on my family to see what's been happening.
Oh yeah, sure. Make an investigation check. 13. It they recently they recently were involved in this large merger, and they got bought like the company that they own got bought back by Disney, so they're now part of the like larger Disney conglomerate.
Oh God, no!
It's worse than you thought.
That
Oh.
is the worst outcome possible.
Oh,
We're gonna
God.
have to kill the mouse.
Disney has grown too strong.
There's no way it's not actually magic. There's no way.
uh, I don't think there's a single mention of Disney in the official Trinity's books, as far as I remember. Like they mention Google Translate as being one of the causes of one of the weirder magical phenomena of the early 2000s, but they do not mention Disney as far as I can remember. Cool. So yeah, you so Senna, you made those discoveries, which are still kind of stuck in your throat when around the dinner table everybody is talking about like what clues they might have gathered.
Yeah, Senna just looks shook.
Something the matter.
Yeah, is anything wrong?
So, you remember me telling you that my family's very rich and extremely powerful and not particularly built of good people?
Sure.
Yeah.
They just got bought out by worse people. By Disney.
Oh. Well then.
Oh.
Dear God.
Tyrants just got bought out by a bigger tyrant. And I really don't know how to feel about that.
I mean,
You know, I just feel like making a joke, so there's that.
Disney's fine, right? I mean, I don't. Is Disney kind of a tyrant? I don't
He
really
was a Nazi.
Yeah, Disney ain't great.
They
It's not.
they're also the first buyer of explosives in the world because of all of the fireworks that they do all of the time, and biggest stocker of explosives. Like they're in front of the U.S. Army in terms of like amounts of explosives that they own.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's really important to know for like if it like not only are they a megacorp, but they also have more explosives than like the biggest army in the world. So it's just terrifying.
Yeah, it's it's like learning that Pepsi has like the 7th largest navy. You know, you don't think about it, but then you learn it, and you can't get it out of your mind.
Yeah, yeah.
There's so much wrong with this world.
Anyways, back to our daily weekly escapism session. Um cool. So yeah, everybody is kind of like learns that Senna's family got their company bought out.
Huh.
I will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope they don't make a movie about my family.
What kind of company did they have? I mean,
A very exploitative
Is he?
company.
Hmm.
Dealt in very high grade technology and factory work.
uh, yeah, that definitely Disney would buy that.
Yeah, and now they're owned by Disney.
Oh Oh my goodness. Uh,
Oh, that's terrifying.
it it's terrifying,
He's
but
scared of
also really
Disney
funny.
now?
God. We're gonna
Did you
have
say
to
Anna?
fight. We're gonna have to fight the frozen head of Walt Disney himself.
Mecha Disney.
We're gonna have to fight the Mecha Disney.
Oh no.
Walt Disney in a power suit with Mecha Minnie Mouse next to him.
That is slightly worrying. I don't know what guns and necrotic magic can do against the mech. I don't know what the.
Against the most
Yeah.
magical place on earth. They can just blow us up with a ton of fireworks. This truly is the darkest timeline.
Absolutely horrible.
Hmm.
We're definitely screwed if they have real magic. That'd be our end.
Oh yeah.
Some of
Oh,
my
yeah.
family does.
Oh God, Disney has magic now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not okay.
It's not okay. Hmm. So how's everybody's day been going?
I'm back. What did I miss?
Welcome back. Not much.
Okay.
A lot
Not
of
much.
Disney jokes.
Oh, a lot of Disney jokes. Okay, cool. By the
Just
way,
us
this is
worrying
this
about
is
Disney.
my GM mug. Uh, I bought it a really long time ago, but I don't know why I call it my GM mug anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about because I
Oh, you don't?
don't have video on.
You don't have video on? Oh, excuse me. My wife just got home. Cool. What is the group going to do next? Does anyone have like you right right now you finished an assignment like you sort of finished an assignment like 12 days in advance, and you are in this like
Right?
like glorious looking town at the edge of Greece. Um,
Is there any more murders happening?
well, you don't. Yeah. You
Uh,
look at the news and you don't see any like apart from the horrible deaths of those 5 people in that one mansion, no one's died. No one's been murdered recently.
Oh, good to know. Wait, how long has it been since the? What are the time differences between the all the deaths?
I'd say like sometimes like a few weeks, and sometimes just like 5 days at the shortest.
Hmm.
All right, I'll be right back.
Well, it seems to be the time differences of murders are different over time. So,
Well, if we don't have anything particular we feel like doing, we could always just hang around a while. See if
I'm
something
happy with that.
pops up.
This is an amazing fishing spot, so I'm happy here.
mm-hmm. I'm sure. Okay.
Back.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that on one of the nights I would like try to ritual cast something.
Sorry, what?
Can I ritually cast something? at night?
Ritually? Which which class are you? You're a wizard, right?
Yeah, I'm a wizard.
Yeah. You should be able to ritually cast all of your spells that have like the tag ritual. It just means that you're spending way more time casting the spell.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, does this the spell?
Okay, can you duh, duh, duh. Cool. Oh, find familiar. Nice. All right. So you uh um
I've been waiting for this for all the games now, so
oh, nice. Excellent. Cool. So which creature would you like to summon?
I like to summon a parrot.
Parrot. Okay, cool. Because I saw that there was an octopus option. Okay, you where does it say parrot?
It doesn't say parrot. I just want a parrot familiar.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. We're gonna give it the traits of an owl. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Or no,
yeah, owl.
hold on. Owls are like nocturnal and they're predators. Maybe a raven works better.
Yeah,
Raven-
I'd say they're pretty close.
Cool. Especially since like some ravens can imitate human voices to some extent. I've seen like a nice little video about that. Cool. So you what is going to happen is that you spend like 1 hour preparing and casting this spell. You reach inside of yourself and you find those strange sparks that resonate with other animals, and you touch one of them and call out, and you hear a response, something inside of a parrot that lives in a nearby zoo responds to your call, and you see that that bird gains a little bit of intelligence, is able to like undo the lock, and just flies out. You're able to like sense it before it arrives to you, and then like and when it arrives, you form this strange bond, like a piece of each other's souls recognize that they're the same. Cool.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna make it a Fae. I don't know which either to do. Actually, I'm gonna roll dice.
Okay, so give me just 1 second to try to figure out what would work best to represent this. Oh, I know what type it is.
I mean, I wouldn't know what type it is, but it's my choice. But I'll let you choose it.
Yeah. So the thing that would work best with where you got your magic from, which was drinking that strange potion Air gave you, is for it to be a fiend. You thanks to the magic that's been like unlocked thanks to this potion, you're able to make that connection with a parrot. Is that all right with you?
That is perfectly fine with me.
All right, perfect. Cool. So now you have access to the Raven character sheet. Oh yeah, look, it has mimicry just like a parrot would. Cool. But you can edit the name, you can edit the picture, you can put in like a picture for a parrot. What do you call this parrot?
From what I know of parrots, and gonna look for a picture of a parrot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it Ray. No, wait, not Ray.
Ray Skywalker.
No.
Cool. I've changed its stats so that it says parrot everywhere that it needs to say parrot. Cool. Oh, by the way, you do not get the attack action with this creature, but so I'm removing the beak attack. But on the other hand, the parrot can do the help action, can interact with objects, and do mimicry.
Yep.
Cool. Excellent. What name did you choose for your familiar?
Brain. Brain.
Okay, could you write that down in the chat, please?
Put it on the
Frame. Okay. Cool. Frame the parrot. Excellent. Okay. So what do you so you do this when? At night?
At night, yeah.
Okay, cool. So the next morning when everybody wakes up, there is a parrot on Ron's shoulder that's just casually looking at all of you and says, "Hello."
Hi.
Right. Should we be asking?
Just meet my new familiar. This is Afraid.
Hello.
Afraid.
I guess you're a pirate now?
Actually, out of character, I I totally thought of pirates when I was thinking about the parrot, about pirating things. Yep.
That is perfectly fine. If you're lucky, you can meet the reincarnations of Mary Reed and
I
Bonnie.
mean, like actually like computer pirating, actually.
Oh, computer pirating. Got it.
And was thinking like, what's the nearest thing to computer pirating? Pirating. What's the nearest thing to pirating? What's the mammal nearest to pirating? Parrots.
Parrots. Okay. Um. Cool. Lorelei, the parrot jumps onto your from Ron's shoulder onto yours and says, "Hello."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're such a sweet bird.
Sorry, what?
You're such a sweet bird.
It flies off and it lands next to Senna, and it starts to inspect Senna's whip. Hello.
Hi. I'll feed it some
Yeah,
fish.
it's a.
Wait, they can't have fish.
Sorry,
Or
what?
is it more fiend than it is? Okay, in this law, is it actually just a fiend that looks like a bird?
So we what we're going to say, Ron, you basically put a little bit of your magic into this parrot, now making it a sort it used to be just an animal parrot. Thanks to your spell, it is now enchanted and counts as a fiend. So if somebody were to do like detect good and evil, the parrot would register as a fiend. But because I don't know if any of you have abilities like these to like detect good and evil, because that's more of a cleric or paladin thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Less divine
If it was
sense.
undead, then fair enough. But no.
Yeah, and it is not.
Yeah. It is. I'm gonna say this. It is my familiar. Now.
Frame.
Cast a spell. Yep. Brain is my familiar.
Frame says familiar and jumps onto Sebastian's shoulder and starts to like examine your scarf.
Right. Hi.
Hello.
I guess you have a familiar now. I suppose I don't should think any stranger of it. Right.
Yeah, I've been waiting. Like, I've been trying to like cast a spell for like a.
Is it something spellcasters typically do?
I mean, some spellcasters are familiar. Like, most spellcasters, I think. I haven't seen any spellcasters in a while. The only spellcaster I know of is Aya.
I don't know if I should feel offended.
I mean, sorry. The only spellcaster I've known to have a familiar is Aya, and wanted a familiar of my own, and I've been getting the materials on our missions and such.
Right.
I'm sure snakes count as familiars.
I don't know, but that's the nearest thing I can think of to familiar.
You have one easy way to find out. You have a druid that can speak to animals.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Frayne turns to you, Ron, says, Uh, hello?
Hello.
And it's gonna fly out of the window and head out to get itself a little breakfast. It's gonna catch some bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What type of
what
pirate?
exactly do you intend to do with this familiar of yours?
It's only used for like oh, scouting and I'm gonna use it for like scouting and such. I mean,
Right, so it
I
isn't
can
like
like
a pet or anything.
yeah, it's a that sort of thing.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right. Right. Well, I think there's nothing else that's new under the sun, so
Mm.
Okay.
I guess we just wait around.
All right. How do your characters pass the time? There are like 7 different beaches that are really nice around this town. There's like ancient Greek ruins to visit. There's now the one place that just popped up is the mysterious site of the fallen man. Which is one of the places you were investigating just a couple of days ago. Um, there's like local there's a local aquarium that has a bird section out of which your parrot just escaped.
Mm-hmm.
There's an aquarium. I don't think it's legal for me to fish in the aquarium. I'll stay away from it.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, I'm still gonna research on the. Actually, I'm gonna research more into the mythological side things and of other places and such.
Okay.
Well, I was planning to go see some ruins and the likes, so
All right.
yeah, I'll be doing that. If anyone cares to join me, they're welcome to, but otherwise I'll be going alone.
Oh, that's perfect. Um, yep, I'll go with you.
Very well.
All right. You head to visit local ruins. Cool. Does anyone else go with Sebastian? Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Does anyone
Yeah.
else? Uh-huh.
It's Sebastian that's going. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Does anyone else head with Sebastian and Ron? Okay. Cool. I'm gonna grab a map for local ruins.
Quickly, could I sell the fish that I got yesterday? Because I forgot to.
I do believe we already talked about this, and you got enough fish. By yesterday you mean like
The fish that I caught yesterday as well.
cool. We mentioned that you got enough fish to rent the boat for free. Remember?
But I went fishing yesterday as well.
Okay. Cool. Why don't you make a persuasion? Oh, why don't you make a persuasion check to see how successful you are at selling
You have you have those guys that from
Yeah, if I
the
sold it to that
last
family
session.
again.
you already have a contact with Andre. Cool. I don't remember what voice I was making for Andre, but you head back to the local market. You see Andre and his wife are like setting shop again. When he sees you, he says, "Hello, back with more cheap fishes and rumors."
Cheap fish, definitely. And I'll put the price up by about 5%, but it's still a steal in comparison to the standard fish prices.
Absolutely, absolutely. 5%, that's 20, 30. He hands you like a couple of bills. You see that there's a little bit more than the last time.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm not sure if I'll go fishing again today, but soon.
All right, all right. What you've been catching some you've been catching a lot of them recently. You're a professional, yes?
It's more of a hobby. I just think I'm pretty good at it.
Hmm. Me, I'm more interested in bird watching. I see the fish up close, all day at work. I prefer those that I don't need to smell too much.
Yeah,
You
that makes sense.
you hear about the massacre that happened?
Yeah, it's terrible. Well, it seems good for the community, but it's terrible.
Well, tourism is might take a little bit of a hit with all of the murders and now the fires, you know.
With all of the true crime documentaries out there, I think it'll bring more tourists in than it'll throw away.
That's a long-term thing, you understand. While the murders are still happening, people don't want to be here.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
So we're gonna take a little bit of a hit. Maybe it will be helpful on the long term.
That's fair. In which case, I'll keep the prices low next time I bring the fish as well. I don't want it to affect you either.
That is very generous of you. Why aren't you asking for regular prices? You're wasting your time.
This isn't my job. It's just a hobby. I'm here on holiday and I enjoy fishing, so I thought I'd make some pocket money while I did so.
Excellent. Keep doing it. I'll keep buying them.
Gladly. You know the aquarium? Have you been there? I know you said you don't particularly like going to see fish, but there's other creatures there.
Yeah, I've been once or twice. The kids love it.
Is there a crocodile?
I'm gonna say 10 or more there is. There is not.
In which case,
No.
damn it!
They have those little sharks. Very pretty.
I've caught bigger things than that. Not that I was going to try and catch the crocodile, mind you, but well, thank you anyway. I will
Alright.
probably go and fish.
Cool. By the way, the change shape ability, Lorelei, that's based on like creatures that you've seen and encountered, right? Sorry, what?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Your character has heard since you got this ability, you haven't necessarily like come across. You've been to like a lot of different places, but we haven't really had time to like see if you got any in contact with a lot of wildlife. Do you? Is Lorelei interested in the local aquarium?
Yes. Very much so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to spend your day going there, you see a wide variety of like fishes, marine creatures. You've got like a section with frogs and what are they called? Jellyfish. So all of those get added to what you can shapeshift, what you will be able to shapeshift into. I don't know if you can have stuff with like swimming speed already.
Either way, she can learn the shape and use it when she has access to higher
Mhm.
abilities, which is awesome.
You're able to talk to those animals, and uh, the talk of the day is that Henry managed to get out of his cage and just flew out last night, and that Henry's cousin is talking nonsense about what really happened. You keep hearing those rumors. The fishes are talking about Henry being missing. What do you do?
I tell them, don't worry about Henry. He has found freedom.
Okay.
While getting possessed.
Make an animal handling check. This is animal handling. Excellent. Yeah, you're able to like calm them, reassure them. Some of those who have excellent scent say that they are able to smell that Lorelei has been near Henry recently. You walk as you're visiting the rest of the exhibition. You get to the place that has like the tropical birds, the parrots, and you see this like a tiny parrot that's like still a kid learning to fly that crashes into the cage, claws at it, grabs on and says, hey, are you the one who saw my cousin Henry?
Yes, I am.
What happened to him? There was a dark shadow that entered his mouth and eyes, and then he was smart that he was able to open his cage, and when I called his name, he said he was not called Henry anymore. What happened to him?
Fuck. If he... Oh. Oh, fudge.
You just got a
That's really
parrot
terrible.
possessed and stolen.
I mean, I didn't know it was getting possessed. I thought it was like... I just wanted to like have a familiar and such. Not like possess a...
And the weirdest part is that when he said my name is no longer Henry, is that he wasn't speaking parrot. He was speaking like a human. Where is he? I want to see my cousin again.
I'm very sorry.
You're not
very
here.
sorry.
You're not here. And this is
I know.
Lorelei.
I know.
No,
I'm just sorry out of character.
but that would just hurt him more.
There is no Henry, only Fred.
You said you saw him. Is he okay?
Yes, he's okay.
All
Don't
right.
worry. He's
Mhm.
perfectly fine.
All right. Okay, that's okay. Is he coming back someday?
I don't know. I would like to get a...
Why not?
Did you say probably not?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the little parrot has a moment of okay. Tell him I love him. I'm his cousin. I'm George. sorry about
tell
the. I'm totally sorry about the impromptu. Cool. Is Senna was interested in the aquarium as well. Do you just like walk in on that scene with like Reina kind of tearing up while talking to a parrot?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you see that like Reina is not doing okay today.
What's wrong, Rana? Did this parrot upset you?
Oh, no. Something Ron's done has.
Well, what did Ron do?
He took his cousin away. Farron is
You-
actually Henry.
Ron stole a parrot?
Yes. And now they're gone. They'll never be together again.
I promise I'm not laughing in character.
Oh, I'm laughing out of character. I love this.
What should we do about this? You could get arrested for stealing the parrot.
You see George says like speaking in like trying to speak in common, basically trying to speak in English, is going to say no, he escaped.
Don't know if the police would be okay with them keeping him either way, though.
What's the police?
That's a fair point. Oh, this is such a messed up situation. Ron, what did you do?
This is the parrot.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't pick anything weirder than a parrot.
A parrot is really good for doing like mimicry and like distractions and stuff.
And
Cool.
they are likely to escape. They're very intelligent.
Okay, Sebastian, you were heading to the ruins. Make a general perception check, please.
Very well. And that's one.
Natural one. Those are some
Should I
nice
help them?
ruins.
Yeah.
Those are some nice ruins. Yeah, like you're having a very pleasant day. You like you learn a lot of stuff about Greece and ancient Greece, and like you even learned a couple of words. Was anyone else going with Sebastian?
I was.
Okay. In this case, Ron, you can do a perception check of your own if you'd like.
That one. Just do it.
I love this guy.
You're having an
These
excellent
are some
day.
nice ruins.
Yeah.
These are some
nice
really
ruins.
nice
I'm
ruins.
just-
You're not here
I
for secrets.
might
You're
be
here for
learn
ruins.
more of the language, but guess more
Yeah,
of the.
you just like you have a very pleasant day at visiting some ruins.
Excellent.
Hmm?
Excellent.
Cool. That night when Ron, you get home, you
I call me familiar.
so Frayne has returned and says, I explored.
Mm-hmm.
I see everything.
It's not terrifying at all.
Yep.
He sits on your shoulder, while you cross the threshold into the hotel that you're staying at, and you. Oh damn. Okay, sorry. This is the map that I had you at for the for the ruins. Cool. So back here for your hotel. What was I saying? Yeah, you arrive in the like common room that you're renting with the rest of the team, and you can see that things are tense. You can see that Senna and Reina are they turn to you as soon as you walk in, and you have like they don't. What happens? What happens?
Ron, what did you do?
Rena's just glaring at him with daggers.
Hello.
Confused that. What?
Where did you get the parrot?
Oh, I thought wait. Connecting the dots about the whole they went to the zoo, right? I know. Do I know they went to the zoo?
Yep.
Went to the zoo. I think I got my familiar from the zoo, connecting the dots and such. Oh fuck! I stole a parrot.
You did what?
Familiar?
I mean, yes, a familiar. I stole a parrot for. Oh my goodness!
Of all we have done, this feels like such a petty crime for some reason.
I mean, I think. I mean, the spell was supposed to like find a familiar. I didn't expect to like actually find an actual animal and like
Then what did you expect it to do?
like summon the creature from a magic, I guess. But I guess
I am magic.
yeah.
I'm magic.
Mm-hmm.
You got a
You
parrot
see-
possessed.
You see,
and it
you
broke
see
out.
that like the frame the parrot starts to like ruffle through his feathers. He's grooming himself. He's making his feathers look good in front of guests.
Did you say possessed, Senna?
Wait, possessed?
The parrot's called Henry. That's
Oh.
no longer Henry.
Henry's still here.
I'm gonna say this. Rain, was your previous name Henry?
No. Henry's asleep.
And Henry is asleep?
Yeah. Just for a bit.
You might want to be careful with that, Ron.
We're supposed to
me
be
too.
not drawing attention to ourselves, and you have a stolen parrot.
I'm discreet.
Also, I don't know about you, but I'm generally not extremely hyped on things that try to possess people.
Oh my
Do we know
goodness.
what kind of thing is in that parrot?
My own magic. I'm assuming. I guess.
So you are possessing a parrot.
I
mean, my magic is apparently possessing the parrot, scratching his chin a bit.
I am a
that is-
piece of air's essence. Air is a magical being, and she has divided her essence into multiple creatures. I'm a little bit that is making this parrot more intelligent.
Oh.
Gotcha.
That's a personal air. A personal part of air. Huh.
She doesn't know I exist. Uh, I'm a little bit that came from you.
Huh.
She's not
Wait,
a.
you have essence of air?
Wait, I have essence of air. Wait,
You
what was in that
Apparently
potion?
do.
blood.
You drank air's blood?
Ugh.
I mean,
I'm not the only cannibal now.
I didn't. It was a. I heard there was a potion that was supposed to give me magic powers and such, but I tried it and
You do realize how that would sound out of context, right?
Note to self, don't drink anything that air makes me.
It's too late. She's already.
sorry.
She was already
I
in
thought
charge
got
of
my
most
powers
of
from
the
a
Minx
PUA.
drinks.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
oh god.
Great. Yes.
Uh,
wonderful.
I'm sorry. That's how you become a. That's how you start off as a human and become a wizard in this setting. You drink a
I'm
mysterious
completely fine
potion.
with it. Sebastian is just not okay with it. That's Sebastian.
Is air making Horcruxes or something? She a lich? Like, what's going on?
I mean, she's.
I don't think witch
I
is
know-
really the term for it, Senna.
Oh no, I
She's
said
not
lich.
rich. I'm pretty sure of that. She's I'm assuming. Is there out of character? Is there aliens in this setting? I mean, is there aliens a
There-
thing at this point?
There
We have a
could
big
be.
lore book.
You're not certain.
We also have a big book of lore that's been thrown at us.
Yeah, the lore. Yeah, and book of lore, I think she's an alien of sorts, but don't tell her that, please. I said that.
Okay.
Setter is even more shook now that air is an alien.
I mean,
What?
it's in her book. It's in her incomplete book.
I
I
hadn't
mean, I
gone
think
to
all
that
the gods
part
are
yet.
aliens, but yeah.
I
All
mean,
of the
to
gods
be
are
fair,
aliens.
Well, in some sort
Not-
of way.
I wouldn't. Calling them gods feels so wrong. But sure.
I knew Jesus was an
I
alien.
feel like you can be gods or you can be aliens. Like I don't think you can be both.
Mm.
Familiar.
At what point do you become that advanced that people view you as a god?
Mm-hmm. I think it was during the
Frayne hops onto the table where some of you might have been making dinner and just helps himself from somebody's plate.
Mm-hmm.
You're not
Run,
certain.
keep this thing under control,
You're
or
not-
I'm gonna shoot it.
You're not certain parrots are supposed to eat fish.
Frank, stop eating. Excuse me. I'm just gonna use unsummon him
Okay.
because
If this parrot falls dead, I swear to God.
There's a
it disappears and I temporarily dismiss him.
there's a you see basically shadows that were hidden underneath Henry's like feathers slip out. You see they also slip out of the eyes that go completely white for a second, and then they just like slip away into a corner of the room and into a rat hole and are gone. And you see the parrot just goes.
Henry, is
Well,
that you?
at least you can unpossess it.
Huh.
At least something.
Reyna, you hear Henry say, "How does this human know my name?"
Good to know. I mean, out
It
of
is
character.
Henry.
Hello,
That's
how
your
do you
name.
know my name?
Oh, so Henry is back. Huh.
Well, how are you? Are you okay?
Henry flies out of the window.
Oh, no.
Be free! Come back to your cousin!
No, Henry is not going back to his cousins. He's
I summon him.
Sebastian's just rubbing his forehead at this point.
Okay, I'm just gonna experiment this. Summoning back brain.
Are you possessing the parrot again?
I'm
We dare.
What have you got against parrots?
sorry. It's just that
The worst part is you don't know if it's going to possess the same parrot. You could steal a different parrot from the zoo.
I'm pretty sure I bonded with it, so I mean not like a bond, but a magical bond. And I'm pretty sure I can only have like one bond at a time, so
as far as familiars go, that is true. And yes, cue Ron freeing an entire parrot zoo by random possessions. Okay, well, today's game went in an unexpected direction. You still have 10. You still have 10 days to kill.
That zoo's going to be empty by the time we leave.
that's
So
only if I summon the paradox.
You're leaving us in a town for 10 days. There's not gonna be a town in 10 days.
listen. This is either you can look into where the wings came from, or you can we can have a beach episode. I'm fine with both of those things. I'm fine with both of those things. But if the beach episode ends with the town being burned to the ground, that's okay. That happens. It's D&D.
Is Aya picking the wings up today?
Sorry?
Is Aya picking the wings up today?
Yes. Actually, she we can say that she's picking them up today. She's basically like she lets you know she'll be at the in and out of the mansion during sunrise.
Awesome.
Do you want to go there or no?
Does she need help?
No.
Fine with me then.
Okay. You get a text saying that the wings are consistent with like a very rare species of bird. A rare mutation that happens when an island is particularly isolated from the rest of the world, and so the one of the first things that come to mind are the garden that you visited, where Lorelei got her staff, where this pocket dimension would have been able to like isolate and creatures and have them evolve in a different way than the creatures on Earth. But you do know that there's some pits in the Amazon that have the same effect, where there's species that exist only there, and some islands like this. You also get an explanation that there was a bit of dust in the feathers that you found. The dust seems to be from all around this region of Greece.
Wonder if the people on that island, or if there's just a pocket dimension on the island.
Yeah.
But if we know that it's a protected island, we might struggle with that unless we contact What was she called again?
Isabel.
Yeah, Isabel.
Right, who's this Isabel?
Isabel.
They met her in at the start of this session. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, I know. Sebastian doesn't know. So.
Sorry, I misclicked on something. Who- yeah, sorry. I'm gonna. I should let you have the role play. My bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You should get in touch with her because 2 people have a number.
Mm.
Hmm. Right. Well, it might be worth pursuing, so shall we get on to that? Else I can keep, living my life in town here.
Okay.
I mean, is it restricted or anything? That area?
It's a protected area, so it kind of pursue.
Yeah, fair enough. Mm.
I think we should call Isabel, see if she can get us over there, or at least give us some extra information.
Okay. Um,
Okay.
you call the number. Um, Lorelei, you're the one. Rena's the one who's got the number, right? So you're calling.
Yeah, I can be the one calling.
Okay, cool. You hear she responds. You hear a lot of wind going into her mic from the other end. You have a little bit of difficulty hearing what she's saying, but she says, "Hi, Reina, right?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. How are you doing?
All right. Hey, I was wondering if you could help us with our investigation.
Sure. What's going on?
I mean, I can put it on speakerphone if someone else wants to talk also.
Okay.
Mm.
You put it on speakerphone. So what can I help with?
We were wondering if you could help us get on the island.
Depends on which island. Are you talking about the Roost?
Yes.
It's a restricted area. Only the natives are allowed to go there, I think.
Mm.
Why do you think there's something at the Roost?
We're not sure, but we have leads that lead us there.
All right. Um, I can try to see to talk to people who've been there. Maybe something will come up.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay. Keep me posted. I'm like if you find a way in there, I'd be super interested.
We'll do.
Okay. She hangs up.
Right. Well, no leads there, so.
Mm.
I mean, if I remember correctly, that rich family, the Montes, something like that,
Yeah.
went over there.
The Morty. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm assuming that they're well. They can. Mm. I'm assuming that it's because they had permission or something.
Or they went there without permission.
Mm. Yep.
I mean, is it like, you know, guarded or?
Senna,
not supposed to get
you've
there.
been somewhat close. There are signs, and it's and it is like, and there's like rocks that your boat could smash against, and like it's basically just a large pillar. So there need to be a lot of climbing. That's why I mentioned that like the best way to get there is like by like a helicopter.
Airplane or helicopter, yeah.
Mhm.
Best way is helicopter. Airplane is sort of fine because of runways. These are runways.
Problem is, if we rent a helicopter or something, they aren't going to let us jump out of the helicopter onto the island, nor will they land on it. And to my knowledge, none of us can fly one.
Yeah.
That depends. How good is your sleight of hand?
Not bad, but I mean, I've already crashed the boat twice.
That's true. That is true.
So I'd rather not drive something that I could kill everybody and a lot of other people around us with.
That is a valid decision. Okay.
Well,
Well,
Ron, this has been like there's been an entire night since you have freed like
yeah, I'm
Henry.
probably gonna try and
What?
I'm just gonna leave him for a day, then summon him back.
Okay. Cool. You summon him back as a parrot again. That is correct.
Yeah, I can temporarily summon him back.
Cool. Yeah.
I
You.
can summon him. Temporarily.
So like while all of your are like discussing while you were calling Isabel, Ron arrives at like the in the living room with a frame on his shoulder. Looks exactly the same as last time you saw Frame.
Yeah, I'm just okay, Frayne. Question.
Hello?
Yeah. Any information about the it on your when you're temporarily summoned? Can you like see anything, or
No.
when you're like, are you asleep by then, or
Yeah.
when I?
Asleep.
Okay. Okay, so whenever I summon you, you're Henry, and whenever I unsummon you, you're
I'm Frame.
I mean, Frayne, yes, Frayne.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got my things mixed up. Whenever I summon you, you're Frayne. Whenever I unsummon you, you're Henry now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
Do you need me to fly?
I'm gonna try these. Gonna try and experiment with the spell a bit more. Yes, I will need you to fly.
Where?
Around the around, just like cycle around the city like 2 times,
Okay.
and hold on. I'm gonna use the as an action. I'm gonna meditate a bit,
Okay.
and as an action you can see through your familiar eyes and hear what it hears until.
Yes, you have to be within 100 feet, right?
Yeah, so cycle around 100 feet within
Okay.
this building.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to see everything that's happening around the building. There's tourists coming in and out of this large hotel. There's vendors that are selling some like Greek specialties. You have a cool morning breeze. You can smell through Frane's nose the smells of the fish market, and like spot all sorts of little insects that Frane is eager to go and like eat.
Oh, by the way, how much money did I get for selling the fish?
Let's see. Let's say you get 50.
Okay.
All right. What do you do? Yeah. So, Frayne has just flown out of the living room, leaving only humans behind.
And Ron is just like sitting on the couch, just like lazing around, sitting, hands on the edge, resting. Just like looking like he's asleep.
Okay.
Quick, somebody doodle on him.
Okay.
Somebody do what?
Doodle on him.
Okay.
Is there a nearby pen, Lex?
Make an investigation check.
Gotcha.
I'll help.
Okay, you get the help action from Lorelei. Yes, you
11.
find like marker. It's a green highlighter.
Is there anyone actively watching us at the moment besides the group?
No, you're inside of your own.
Yep. Just verifying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then that green marker starts hovering up, uncorking, and starts moving over on its own to scribble on his face.
Okay. Make a performance check to see how. Oh,
21.
excellent! You draw something like really detailed and fun.
It's a very elaborate drawing of a parrot.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Ron, right now your senses are merged with the senses of the parrot. You just feel yourself flying, just staying within 100 feet of your own body. Other connections like breaks for a little bit. But yeah, you were you experienced this like incredible sensation of like soaring through the air, eating bugs along the way.
I'm just like, after I eat the first bug, I'm just like, wake up.
Okay. You wake up and actually the bug that entered your parrot's mouth comes out of your own just as you wake up, and Sebastian is drawing on your face.
Sebastian is nowhere near you.
Actually, you know what, Sebastian, make a stealth check against Ron's perception to see. Okay.
20.
Ron, you have to beat a 20 in order to notice that it was Sebastian who did this. Okay, there's something on your face, and you can tell because it's still drying, but you don't know which one of your companions it was. They're all looking suspicious.
Looking in the mirror.
You have
in the bathroom.
You have a nice design of a parrot across your face. It could make a nice tattoo if it was like not on your face and like your nose, your mouth, and stuff like this.
I gotta wash this off.
All right. Cool.
I'm gonna wash it off as best as I can.
All right. Cool. Still 9 days to kill. So, what is everybody doing that day?
Are
Okay.
we going to try and get on this island, or are we just giving up on the island?
I mean,
'Cause
we
I'm
could
sh-
always look for
you-
options, but don't know.
I mean,
I think I'm just gonna try and climb it. Who knows?
Maybe there's a hang glider thing. Maybe that would
What?
work.
I guess we could hang glide on that, but then we definitely struggle to get off.
Well, then we just hang glide off. It's big cliffs all around it.
Yeah.
mhm.
I
Just
like. I
hope the
love that
wind-
plan. I love that plan.
I
Let's,
don't.
let's
Me
not
either.
change anything.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna go look for the closest I don't know, hang glider shop. You know,
Okay.
There's probably some touristy. beach
Yeah, sure.
location that has a bunch of that kind of
You're.
stuff, I guess.
I guess that's the plan now. So I'm just gonna assume that we're looking for a place high enough to like get over to the
To jump off of.
yeah,
Okay, so in the more mountainous areas of that is a little bit inland, you drive half an hour, you get to a hand glider shop. You're told about like all of the in like recommendations and instructions for using one of those. One of those restrictions is do not fly or land near the water, because then you will sink because of the glider. You still take them.
I mean, we just don't have to land in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
I'll take it.
Cool. You can. For how many days are you taking them?
I think we only need one.
Okay.
2 should be safer, but
Yeah, 2 might be a good idea.
2
All
days.
right, I'll do two.
2 days. It's for 5 characters, so that's gonna be.
For I am not flying over the ocean when I'm terrified of the ocean. That is not happening.
You have that takes 500 out of your money reserves.
All right.
Cool. All right. You have 5 hand gliders, along with like the necessary instructions to fly them under good conditions. Cool. You try to find a spot that would have sufficient height to reach the top of the roost, and you don't really find any that like the roost is one of the highest things around.
I'm just gonna say this. We're probably gonna have to like climb the rest of the way up, but we can probably like glide down about halfway, I guess, if there's a high enough vantage point. Maybe how tall is the roost?
I'm not very good with like okay, how tall is like one like how tall is like the average room in like a flat complex?
10 feet.
10
or
feet? Okay, cool.
2.5 meters, roughly.
I'm gonna say something like it's gonna be, let's see, yeah, it's 60 feet tall. That's how high the highest cliff parts rise.
No, so it's not super tall at all.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
To be fair, it could be 120 feet, but yeah. Or 90 feet.
We can say that like the lowest parts are at 60 feet, and that there are like parts that are just a little bit higher. So yeah, it it doesn't. Yeah. So you find a nearby building, like on top of a cliff. You find one of those windmills. You're able to access the top of it. It is a normal windy day. The tide is coming in, so you have a decent amount of wind to help you as you glide. Okay, everybody's at the top of this. Please.
I'm assuming not a Cliffy because they're afraid of
The ocean.
Yeah.
Cool. So Senna is.
I'm gonna go fishing around the base of the roost.
Okay. Cool. Excellent.
That way I can see if they make it and pick up anybody who doesn't.
All right. Cool. You got it. Ron. You look at the roost. Ron, you look at the roost in the distance, and you.
That's for my first. I didn't roll anything.
Oh yeah, I didn't say anything. I was just describing the scene. You see that there's a couple of places where you are going to be able to land. Do you have climbing equipment? I believe as part of your adventurers pack, you might have like ropes and stuff like this.
I specifically have climbing gear listed. So.
Okay, cool, excellent. So you have the equipment needed. So Sebastian, you need to successfully land. Okay, you are all set up and ready. If you just hold the line heading to the roost, you think you'll be able to like reach one of the spots around the middle. Who goes first?
I guess I will.
Okay, Graves. I need you to make an acrobatics check to basically jump off of this place and glide in the direction of the roost.
All right.
Okay, 12. So you have a little bit less momentum than you were expecting, but you are heading in the direction of the roost. You think the winds are gonna carry you all the way there. Who goes in after Graves?
Sebastian probably sees the climbing gear and all that.
Okay. Make an
before
acrobatic.
jumping, just testing a little bit if he can help guide himself using the telekinetic abilities. And
Absolutely. Depending on how much you're able to like, how much weight you're able to move around, there's a ton of like nice stuff that you can do.
Yeah. Say acrobatics, you said?
Yes. 12. You make exact same jump. You're gliding towards the roost with this decent speed. You think you can make it? Who goes after Sebastian?
I'm probably going to go after Sebastian.
Okay, Ron, roll for acrobatics.
I'm wondering,
Yes.
just in case,
Yes.
can I use a feather fall to like lighten up the, have it like a, well...
You can use Featherfall if something bad starts to happen as a reaction.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want. Okay, cool. Roll acrobatics. Nine. Okay. You have a rough start where you don't get the right side for the wind, and you're gonna be lower than the rest of the group. You're heading. There's a chance that you will hit the water before you hit the roost. Do you turn back? towards the cliff, or do you keep going?
Well, shoot.
Frayne is here and is on top of the hand glider and is like beating his wings as much as he can to try to like help you fly, but that is not having much of an impact.
Yeah, if I'm about to like fall into the, if it appears that I'm about to fall into the water, I will
Okay.
cast
You'll cast slow fall. Okay, cool. So you keep gliding on. You're gonna lose a little bit of altitude, but you can prevent any crashes against rocks and stuff like this with feather fall. Cool. Reyna, you're the last one. You've seen all of your friends jumping one after the other. They seem to be they seem to be
Average.
confidently going forwards. What do you do?
Gotta do it. I'm not gonna be the chicken.
Okay. Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Reyna jumps off. You have this perfect gust of hot air because you waited for the right moment that brings you higher. Allows you to like soar amongst the seagulls for a little bit, and you actually have a decent shot of making it to like the over the cliff of the roost, like for when you land. Cool. We go back now to Graves. Graves, you're in the sorry, Graves and Sebastian. Because Sebastian, you are you're within reach you're within 60 feet of both Graves in front of you and Ron behind you. You see that Ron is probably gonna land in the water before making it to the roost. What do you do?
I mean, probably trying to give him a little bit of a boost from afar, since I can reach 60 feet.
Okay,
But
excellent.
if that doesn't do anything to help, just kind of...
Can you show me which ability you're using to do that?
telekinetic.
Yep.
Be pushing hard.
Cool. So that's Mage Hand. Okay, so you can't shove because he's not within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, just the mage hand.
Just the Mage Hand. Okay, so that is you're able to affect what is that, like 20 pounds?
10 pounds. Essentially, he's 10 pounds lighter.
Cool. How much does Ron weigh? I have no concept of how much 10 pounds is. Is that
I'm doing the average, so 150.
4 kilograms.
150 pounds?
Yeah, pounds.
Okay, cool. So minus 10. So you're like 10% lighter. You know what? That's gonna bring you to 10 for your acrobatics. It gives you a +1. You're going to reach the base of the roost, and you're gonna land at the base of the roost.
Okay.
Cool, excellent. Graves, you. Okay. Graves, you get close to the roost, and a flock of birds from the island takes off and starts to come around your glider, very curious of what you're doing. I need you to make another acrobatics check, and but you are at a disadvantage.
Oh no.
Okay, 10. You you lose more altitude, and you're going to you basically like your feet start to touch the water as you reach the base. I need you to make a perception check to find a decent place to land, because there isn't that much space. 19, excellent. You find a little spot that has sand, and you're able to drop down into that. You see nearby there is the wreckage of a crashed ship. Cool. Do you see that behind you, Sebastian is about to come into the flock of birds. Do you do anything else?
I don't think I can. I don't know if I really can.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I am going to. Let me just make sure this is right. Yeah. I'm going to use a minor illusion
Okay.
to create a loud noise to try and scare off the birds.
Excellent. Roll intimidation
Just go
with
loud.
yeah. Roll intimidation with advantage.
I guess just like a gunshot sound.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Where is it?
Or a firework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 19. Cool. You disperse the birds. Sebastian is not going to have disadvantage on his acrobatics check. Sebastian, you arrive close to the roost. You see that there are some spots along the cliff where you might land, but they're not that big. It's a risk to try to land on those instead of either higher up or down below, but you do not have the altitude to land higher up. You could try to make the landing in the middle.
How much higher up / down below are we talking?
Right now you're arriving in the middle. I said it was like 60 feet at the lowest, so you are basically like you've got 30 feet above you and 30 feet below you, and right now you could try to land on like one of the pieces of the cliffside.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
How about you make an acrobatics check?
Sure.
And we see what we can do from
14.
there. Okay, 14. That would be sufficient if you want to land on on one of the cliff sides, and basically like grab onto a tree so that you're not like flung away by the wind. So yeah,
Sure.
you're able to reach basically like halfway up. Cool. The creatures, the seagulls are reforming. Ron, they're interested in you, but not enough that they're going to give you disadvantage. You're arriving very low, but I still need you to roll acrobatics to make it all the way to the island.
Yep.
Oh, natural 20, excellent. You are able to glide. You glide with your feet in the water, and you land right next to where Raymond is. Cool.
Oh, hey, Raymond.
And Reyna, you have advantage on this check because of how well you rolled previously. I need you to make an acrobatics check to land, but the seagulls are reforming. Was anyone going to do anything about the seagulls?
I
bothering?
was.
Okay, cool.
Minor freaking illusion.
Minor illusion. Okay, yeah, you do it again. Similar results. Reyna, that's gonna be an 11. You manage to land like at the halfway point where Sebastian landed. So we've split the party in three. Senna, if you want, you can just row to where the other two are. But you just need to like make a sleight of hand check to avoid the rocks on the way there.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Oh,
You
never
crash your boat. You the currents are too strong. You get pushed to one side as you're trying to do this complex maneuver, and you hear a deep. You're starting to
Oh,
take.
again.
You're starting to take water. What do you do?
Do I see this?
Yes.
Need some help?
Senna,
Please.
you have the Falcon, the Storm Falcon's thing if you need to bolt out, you know. But you might want to try to save the boat as well. So
I am gonna frostbite. Wait, is it within 8?
so you do not see like the damaged part of the ship from where you are. So you wouldn't be able to cast on it.
Hmm.
We're gonna go on these rock.
Okay. Cool. Make a perception check.
I'm sure that Senna was to help us. Well,
Yeah, Senna was here to help you in case anyone rolled a 1 and like fell into the water or stuff like this. You are from the stones where you're at. You are able to see the breach. Go ahead and roll your spellcasting throw to try to like freeze this area and stop the boat from having any penalties. Okay.
not enough.
Your spellcasting ability. Let's see. That would be basically
20. A
Yeah.
D20 plus 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a D20 plus 5. Cool. Let me roll it then. Okay, 17 plus 5. Excellent. You're able to like not only stop the leak but also redirect Senna's boat. So Senna, you roll with advantage, sleight of hand again.
Oh, come on.
And you make it to
That's-
shore. You make it to shore. The ice is starting to melt off of the damaged part of the ship, but your ship is still repairable and savable. Above you, you hear Reyna and Sebastian just chilling like 30 feet on the cliffside.
Can I pull the boat onto the sand, like onto the beach?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Cool. At least that way it's not going to sink.
Cool.
So
You find in the cove that you have discovered a path. Hold on. A small path constructed out of wood that walks up and along this this fall. What's it called? Cascade. Yeah. What do you do? So like Ron, Sebastian. Sebastian is going to be up here. Reyna is going to be up here as well. And Raymond and Senna.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh,
what's next? Oh, actually, everybody make a perception check.
Sure.
Graves. There are
Anson.
Graves and Senna, excellent.
Nice.
The two of you see the birds here. Like there, there's the like. There are different species and a different breed because they evolved differently from being isolated. But and a lot of them are like flying around, observing you. But the two of you spot that higher up are much larger flying creatures that are turning in the sky, sort of disguising themselves because they have the same colors as the birds that are close to you, but they're much farther away, and they are about human-sized. You both of you see those creatures with like human skin on them. Yeah.
I knew this island had something.
Yep.
What was that?
Anybody else see that?
What? See
I
what?
see a lot of birds.
Yeah, the big ones with the
Hold on.
Can't
skin
really
on 'em,
tell.
big ones.
I'm just gonna
Uh,
take out my binoculars and see.
Okay. That gives you advantage on your perception check. You see that the creatures, now that they're being pointed to, fly towards the top of the island and disappear from view. But you've spotted them. Yeah.
Did it look like they had spotted us?
Sorry, what?
Did it look like they had spotted us?
Yes.
We should proceed knowing that they know of us being here.
Fair enough.
Right.
Which means that they know we also came here on purpose.
Indeed.
Sebastian, you are you're the one with the climbing gear. You arrived pretty high up. You can give everyone the help action on climbing. It's difficulty 10 to get up a knotted rope, and we're gonna say that this is what you have. I just need Graves, Senna, and Ron to make that roll.
Okay, so it's
athletics. It's a difficulty 10. And you have advantage because Sebastian is helping. Yep, you make it up. Excellent. Everybody makes it up. Graves in record time. So you are going to be able to continue moving forward through the island. Things here seem to be human-made. You start to walk and you spot this the roof of a house right there that you couldn't see from the land because it was hidden by the cliffside.
I wonder if this one can walk too.
huh.
Well, who's to say at this point? Let's continue, shall we?
Yeah, let's continue.
Yep. Oopsie.
Ooh.
Alright. You hear a voice as someone yells, "Oi, what are you doing here? You can't be here." You see this young woman with intricate tattoos and a sword comes out of the house and starts yelling at you. First off in Greek. Very quickly after that, she moves to English.
Oh, good English.
is that a fucking sword?
Yes, she has a sword in her hand, and it is drawn.
Whoa.
You can't be here.
Why not?
This island is protected.
Protected by who?
There's species of birds here that are very rare. Only the locals are allowed here. You have to leave. You will get a fine.
Looks at the group.
Not looking to us at all, but there's clearly been some sort of disturbance here. We
Yeah,
might
there-
investigate that.
Disturbance? We haven't had no problems here.
Uh,
I feel like we should
Do you
just
have-
be.
do you have to have heard about the news lately? Do you ever get news anywhere?
Make a make an insight check.
Insight.
Follow us or
That one, I don't know anything. I don't know if she should just tell me.
You can all roll for insight if you want, but yeah, Ron. Oh wow.
we cannot read a scout.
You.
Oh, yeah, I didn't roll.
My God, she's unreadable.
Yeah. You like she
We're
is
distracted
not.
by the sword.
Yes, Gray saved us.
Okay, Graves.
Distracted by the sword.
What was it that you had just said?
Something about the news?
Oh yeah, something
Yeah.
about the news. She says we don't get the news here. Graves, you think she's lying, but when you tell, like when you lean in to tell the group, oh yeah, she's lying. Ron, Sebastian, and Senna both turn to you and just like do not believe a single word of what you've just said. They all believe that this person has not had the news in like months.
Look,
Should we just be straightforward with them?
I think that's simply for the best at this point. I am beyond myself with trying to make up stories.
Well, sorry. We kind of wanted to check out this island as a. Well, I saw a few people trying to climb it earlier, and
those people were not welcome here either.
Okay, good to know.
do you know who those people were?
Rich folks from the mainland. They wanted to give us protection.
Yeah,
You understand why we
Was
don't?
the yacht?
Huh?
Was the yacht at the villa the same one that I saw?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Well, don't worry about them. They're dead.
Well, that's
Make
great to say that.
this is news to her, Senna and Sebastian and Ron. She did not know about those people dying beforehand.
See, told you she doesn't get the news here.
Oh,
It's
so,
been like one day, two.
Oh no, it's been like we've role played for like, hold on, because at the start,
About 2 or 3
yeah,
extra
it's
days.
been at least 3 days.
yep.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a few days.
Yeah. yeah.
Rena just face palms.
Well,
I did ask if we should be straightforward with her. And
We
everyone's like,
did, and I
yeah.
agreed.
We what do you say?
We're not here to offer protection. We're trying to figure out why are we here?
I mean,
To figure out, well, we have two things now. First off, well, what were those people
I
doing
just
in
wanted to
the,
figure out what the deal of this place was. Like, what's the,
Yeah, and also the falling dudes.
We already figured out the falling dudes.
Well, we're not certain. We've
They-
got a good
Well-
idea.
they got an idea, but we
I mean,
Well,
the question
indeed,
ultimately
Saw-
is...
A zombie creature that we tracked from one of the dead bodies that can lift people in the air and drop them.
You killed.
Well, yeah, that means
Did you
they
kill
had
that
the
thing?
means.
Yeah,
What?
we killed it. It was trying to
One of
pick
us
Runner.
yeah tried to pick us up.
All right. Well, at
tried to
least I
attack us.
can thank you for this. We were getting too much attention because of that thing. Where did it live?
The villa.
Villa,
Same as the
which
rich
recently burned down.
So it was the people with the yacht.
It was the Morty. They drew attention with their monster, and then they tried to get us protected. Sorry, tried to get us to pay for protection money.
I suppose in
Thank you.
ultimately
This does not change things.
No, just kind of here to ensure that that is the end of it, I suppose.
May you just tell her what brought us here?
Go ahead.
Okay, so when we were taking out their villa, because they tried pointing us towards you specifically as a red herring, we searched the place and found a set of wings that we feel is from the island, and we came here to investigate that. Not because we think you had anything to do with the murders, but because we feel like the people in that villa probably hurt somebody here.
Yeah, and I took a picture of it, so we have it right here. They can have my phone, like flipping it up in the-
you show her the image. Um, her face is inscrutable. Graves, you see that like seeing the image makes her like choke with emotion a little bit. She's going to say, those do look like the wings of some birds that fly around here, although the scale can't be right. Thank you.
yeah.
There's nothing that you can do to repair the harm that was done, but there won't be any more murders.
Good.
Okay, good. So, wait.
Condolences for your loss, then. I see no reason for any of us to stay.
Wait,
Are there
if you...
many of you here protecting the birds?
There are enough of us.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. Well... Wait. How would you know about the murders if you hadn't gotten any news? Wait, did we ever tell you about the...
You told me
Where
about
she
it.
was lying.
You told me about it.
Really? I mean... But out of here, I thought we just, we told them about the massacre, but not about...
She's lying about you having told her about the murders.
Oh.
But I mean, in character, wouldn't we just think that she knew because they almost got blackmailed into paying because of the person who
yeah.
was committing the murders?
Like basically like literally she had to say that like the Morty did come over to ransack them for because of the murders, so she would have those news. So yeah.
Okay.
Her own testimony kind of goes against what she had said about like not getting any news.
Okay, good to know. Well, Well, take care.
Uh,
I'm just going to leave now.
Okay. She waves. She waves at you as you start to climb down. Does anyone stay behind to say anything? Does anyone, or does everyone go? Reina. Hmm. What did you say?
Oh,
I
I was
just-
just gonna-
Oh, sorry.
You go.
I was just going to go down as well.
Okay.
And I was just going to ask Renner if she'd fix the boat.
Oh, yeah. I'll fix the boat.
Cool.
I crashed in again.
And Graves. Graves, you're the one who's read this person's emotions best. You feel as though the force that gives you powers is still curious, still wants to know more, but the choice is yours. What do you do?
Ooh, this is tough. Because I definitely want to ask more questions. I want to know,
Uh-huh.
see like what are these creatures that's so big. But I also feel like the more questions I ask, the more likely I am to get stabbed. So it's a tough line. Raymond's just gonna ask, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of birds live here anyway?
Do I look like a librarian to you?
I mean, you obviously live here, so just
Uh,
thought you'd know.
make
If anybody else would.
make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh no! There goes my luck.
there's the particular type of birds that live here are called the Sigma.
Mhm.
And then she's gonna do the rest of the joke, which is Sigma
Sigma?
balls. Anyways, she turns around. She has not answered your question, but she is going to take a few steps away to tell you that this conversation is over, while watching the rest of the group leave.
I mean, I obviously can't. I mean, I lost that encounter. Obviously, like
Yes.
I can't do anything after that.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna leave.
Okay. Cool.
Do I hear this actually? No, I don't. I don't think so. Right?
I think you're like, because of the sound of the waterfall, you wouldn't have. The rest of the group
Dang.
heads out. Oh, actually, okay. So with mending, you're able to repair the boat. You're not able to jump from a high point, which means that you have to rely on Senna's sleight of hand. Is anyone helping Senna?
I am helping.
Okay. I'm giving. This is going to be a straight sleight of hand check because this is very difficult to maneuver. So I would normally be giving you disadvantage. The difficulty is 12, Senna, to get everybody out of this island. Ooh, excellent.
Yeah.
The winds are super favorable on your way out of there. You leave this island into the horizon as you're heading back towards the village. You see
Oh, good.
you see the sun setting over this large rock, and you see the magnificent birds that fly around it still remain a little bit of a mystery to you. What?
Binoculars? Even with binoculars?
Sorry?
Even with binoculars?
Right now they're flying with the sunset behind them. So from your point of view, you would burn your eyelids trying to observe them with your binoculars right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Cool. The party makes it back to into town. You still have 8 days if you want to, you know, do some other stuff, or you can call it out in early.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
I really want to go. I want to try to go to the beach, but I want to try seeing the beach, but well, this. Would Ron know how to swim?
Probably,
I
yeah.
mean, he would know.
Yeah,
how to
like
swim.
I'm assuming everybody who has an athletics, athletics is a skill that everybody can roll. You're gonna have like the basics probably. Maybe characters like Senna who are afraid of water might not have or might have disadvantage on those rolls, but we can say everybody has a notion of how to swim in general.
Okay, good to
How
know.
many days did we say we had left?
8 now. You're arriving
Okay.
that day kind of ends. You're almost at the end of the first week here.
Okay. I'll probably just be fishing
Okay.
pretty much every day.
Okay.
Should I just add the money?
Yeah, sure. You can do that. Cool.
I will be
Yeah.
Hmm?
What do
I
you want
will
to do?
be I will be researching and search about if there is any other books about other places or language books. I'll be reading that.
Okay. Language books to try to learn Greek.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can add the language proficiency Greek because you're spending, like, you've been talking about learning it for over a week. So your character gets enough of the notion to be able to start reading texts and gain the language proficiency. Cool. Graves, Sebastian, and Reyna, your 2 companions seem to have decided to just take the rest of those days off. What do you do with your 8 days?
Sebastian probably spends a decent amount of it just with general touristing, just looking around, seeing what's actually around town, going exploring a little bit, trying to stay relatively non-intrusive, but yeah, seeing what's around.
Cool. You see some really wonderful sights and try some really good authentic local dishes throughout your stay. Every every now and then you see a parrot fly in the sky, and you remember the winter wolf that you fought in Siberia, and you wonder how similar those 2 encounters were.
Indeed.
All right. Reyna, what do you do during your 8 days that you have left here?
Be going off and enjoying the beaches.
Okay, excellent. You're having a blast. And who's left? Sorry?
Just me, I guess.
Okay.
I think it's just Graves.
Okay. What does Graves do?
Well, I think most of the days are gonna be spent just catching up on information, write down for, in his journal, get everything
Okay.
that happened in this mission, and probably the last one too.
All right. So like, are those
then-
like mission reports that you give to Ea, or are those like
No, these are like for himself and more accurately for if he ever decides to publish his findings.
Okay, excellent. You have a little bit of time on your last day here to talk about what you're gonna tell Ea. What does the team decide on?
Apparently,
Apparently, what?
I mean, apparently the. Wait, that's not. Here we go. So apparently, the murders are happening by an undead ogre monster or whatever, was it?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
and they were just
And defeating that seemed to stop the murders.
Okay.
yep.
All right.
So
Well, I'll just still worried about it. I'm still a bit worried about it. So
what are you worried about?
I mean, if this case isn't solved or anything, but
Given the
just gonna have it.
period between murders having long since passed, I'd say we're in very likely probability that it has indeed done so.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
2 weeks since the last murder.
And given the isolationists' behavior of our dear roost inhabitants, I think it's safe to say they will not actively pursue anything of the likes.
Good to know.
Okay. So you don't tell Ea about your encounters at the roost. Do you
Oh,
all?
I'm gonna tell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her about the encounter at the roost.
Okay, cool. Do you list the? Do you say you saw some extremely large, half human, half bird creatures?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent, cool. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for this scenario. Ea comes to pick you up, and you are going to get transported onto yet another adventure. Actually, Ea does not come to pick you up. Dolores does, and Ea is not on the plane once you get inside. There are Dexter and Center are in the front room that has the entrance with Dolores, but they seem and they seem kind of lonely. You as you enter, they both come towards you. One of them slivers, tries around Ron, tries to put himself tries to put herself around your arm like they do with Ea, and the other one goes for Lorelei to do the same thing. Do you let them kind of like climb on top of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But what happened to Aya?
Ea has business to take care of.
Okay. No details or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
We are going to see friends of Ea.
Oh.
Right.
Prepare yourselves. This mission will be weird. You're going to time travel.
Really? Okay. It's
what?
gonna get weird.
It's complicated.
Forward or
We
back?
have to go and kill Walt Disney.
Oh no.
No, you're going you're going to ancient Babylon.
Ancient-
That's a
Right.
lot way back. That's a ways back.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh,
Intriguing, however.
would I know what ancient Babylon is?
Do you mean like the language?
Uh, sure. And what is?
Oh, yeah. It was this. It was like a super large city at the time. It had immense influence on art and commerce. It was in the in the Fertile Crescent region that was around the Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, that's the like large strokes.
Huh.
Cool. So, the plane takes you halfway across the world, and you see that with Ea not on board, you're able to leave the space between sunsets and sunrise, and you are able to, and you're going to head straight for the island of Hawaii. Dolores.
I'm gonna learn the language as much as I can.
Okay. You only have like a couple of hours before you get there, so you're not gonna. Are you trying to learn ancient Babylonian or Hawaiian?
Ain't. Wait, is there any notes about ancient Babylonian like language books?
We know very little things about how it was pronounced, so learning the language to try to speak it is going to be pretty much impossible for you. And because the languages evolve so much over time, unless you know specifically which date you're going into, even learning the red language is going to be hard before you like do any sort of time travel.
Fair enough. I'll just continue with I'll just continue learning Russian on the way there.
Okay, you got it. The rest of the group, you are currently seeing, like you're in the plane, seeing through the window that you have started to land near, like on the Hawaiian main airport. What what do you say when you get into view of this? And I'll be right back.
Well,
Huh.
all over the world or something.
From one beach to another.
Not that I mind. I would prefer a colder
Yeah.
climate on occasion, however, but that's me.
Should it really be okay us wearing modern day clothes?
Well, who's to say?
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure how the details of time travel work anyway. Depends on which science fiction you follow, I guess.
I mean, if our clothes don't change, we could probably just pass ourselves off as foreigners. We'll probably have to do anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're definitely gonna need a translator. I don't think English existed.
Go ahead, Steph.
Uh-oh. Right. I'll
No.
try and get working on the language.
You going to work on learning the ancient language of Babylon.
I mean,
Good luck.
Not a dead language at this point.
Oh, very.
no, but time travel and such as simple languages. I'm gonna learn if we can time travel, I'm gonna learn a language as much as possible.
Mm. Well, well, that's neat. I should technically be able to read ancient Babylonian if I was given some time with it. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, what's the big deal? I can read anything.
I'm back.
Enough time.
Hello.
Yep, welcome back.
All right. You land in Hawaii. Dolores gets a rental car, and she is going to drive you up
on.
the Mauna Kea. It's not the highest mountain in the world, but it is the tallest mountain in the world, given that its base is at the bottom of the ocean. An observatory has been set up by the colonialists, since white people have moved in. It is technically a sacred. It is a sacred place for the people there who've been protesting the presence of that observatory for a really long time. But you are driven up the slopes towards the observatory as by Dolores, who doesn't really say anything as you pass in front of some protesters who have like signs about tearing down the Gemini Observatory. You reach the place. It looks like this, although in like a bit of a better shape and without space, and without like a large plane over there.
Wait, Gemini.
Yeah, this is the Gemini Observatory.
Huh. Isn't that one of the creators of the Labyrinth? No, wait.
That is one of the signs that represents the some of the some of the creatures in the lore.
Yeah.
You know that both the gods Sophia and Samael are referred to as the Gemini, which means the twins.
Yep.
Cool. You're greeted at the door by
Wait, is Frayne with us?
huh?
I'm assuming that Frayne is with me.
Yeah, Frayne is with you. Yeah, Frayne is here. I will get a token for your parrot before the next time. So, you see this man, Oliver Hill, who is basically waiting at the front of this place to kind of welcome you. He nods at Dolores, and Dolores nods at him. He's going to say, "Please follow me." Takes you inside and is in like to like a metal detector, and says, if it's all right with you, you need to leave any sort of weaponry and machinery, phones and things like this. We mustn't let anything disturb the experiment, which works thanks to some very precise machinery. So please leave your metallic
Whips
belongings
being
behind.
Does that include my iPad?
Yes.
I presume so.
Yes.
Great. So I won't be able to cast any spells. Putting the well.
Do you need to have your grimoire to be able to cast spells?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean,
that makes sense.
can I?
I think I would need. I think I can check the wizard class if you send me the question.
To change your prepared spells, but you don't need it to actually cast.
Yeah, you don't need it to cast. You need it to change which spells you have prepared.
Oh, okay, good.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool. So yeah, If you have shotguns or weapons that have metallic parts, those are taken from you. I said shotgun specifically because that's one of the ones I remembered. But yeah, like your guns are stored in lockers, and while you're done with this process, you see that Oliver's face starts to like change shape, stretch in weird and different ways. He has this like strange scream for a second before he is replaced with another man. This much older man basically just appears wearing different clothes than Oliver, and says, welcome to the Gemini Observatory. If you would follow me.
To explain what just happened?
Yep.
Oliver is my student, you see, and it's complicated to explain. Let's walk and talk.
You share a body.
Yep.
Not really. I'm dead, but people that are my students, I have access to their mind, and if I cast the right spell, they can let me move around and see things for a bit.
Right.
I'm in charge of the Rewriters Project. Welcome to the real Gemini Observatory. You head down into like the depths beneath the Gemini Observatory, and you reach a place that has like this safe type vault door, basically like you would see in a large bank. And Stefan puts in a number, opens this, and behind it you see this very sci-fi equipment everywhere, you're brought in through here. Stefan is going to say, all right, so the basics. The night sky that you see at night, it is not actually stars like everyone is told. They are stories written down by archons and divas when they spend a bit of time on Earth. They're records of good and bad deeds. The dots in the sky that are stars, that are white, are good deeds. The black dots are bad deeds. Our job is to go into those stories and rewrite them have happy endings, have as virtuous as we can of a presence while we're in there. And this allows us to rewrite the spells that come out of the stars.
Right.
Do any of you know verses?
I do.
All right, excellent. Verses are words that reference the events in the stars and allow you to replicate a little bit of the events in real life, and it replicates in the form of magic. This is how you're able to cast your spells. You need to power it with your spell slots, with your own energy, but you're just calling upon the power of the past and fueling it to manifest in real life. What we are doing today is we are going to send all of you back into one of the verses. The story of my good friend Ea, back in ancient Babylon. Your mission is twofold. Ea said that she saw dinosaurs only one time in her life, and it was in this event. She wants you to investigate. Meanwhile, there's also our project. You are going to end up in the bodies of Ea and other people that she knew, and Ea's actions are what really matter. But Ea has to act as virtuous as possible so that the story can be rewritten and we can change that spell.
Right.
Right.
Which spell are we changing? If I don't mind me asking.
You see him like looking through, like takes out a grimoire, basically starts to look through the spells and says, "Oh yes, there's the spell, this spell right here. I don't know what you call it in English, but it makes an object look like it has less value than it really has, so that you can buy it for cheaper."
I see.
And this spell right here is about receiving power and fuel from people complaining about your actions.
I see.
Friend spell, you mean? Out of character?
Out of character, not really. You gain. Basically, it recharges a spell slot if you have enough people that are talking, saying bad things about you.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Here, let me take you down to the chamber. So you take an elevator down to this room. You see that those pods right here open, and inside are basically the equivalent of like hibernation beds. Stefan starts to like indicate, "Oh, you should get in those. They will preserve your body and keep them alive while your spirits are over there." And he starts to like, who steps into those batches, those like sleeping containers first?
I would like to examine him first, actually.
Roll perception or investigation, actually.
Investigation. A 15.
15. Cool. This is some weird arcane technology. You see that there's magical symbols that are drawn over this thing, and that it has like some medical stuff. Like you're going to be like plugged into something, and your heart is going to be like kept beating artificially. So it's like very complex stuff, but it seems to be to be made to do what you were told it was made to do.
So basically, we have to sleep and fix a story.
Yes. You have one more thing to do. The Great Book only opens to a pair of archons and divas. You're the apprentice, yes, Ron?
Yeah, I'm the apprentice.
All right, follow me.
Okay.
So he takes you a little bit to the side, and you see him grab like a vial from inside of his robes. Actually, like 3 different vials. One is a liquid that is pitch black. One is a liquid that looks like milk, and the third one is bright red, but it's like too red to be blood. It's too bright to be blood. he says, "I need you to drink this first. The white one." He hands you the white potion.
Why?
Oh, this is necromancy. We are bringing back your archon and your.
Drinking. I drank it, but then I just like cough a bit.
Okay.
What?
You have this strange sensation of something warm landing on your shoulder, and you feel like you have this new energy for spells. Basically, like this would technically be the equivalent of leveling up. We're gonna level you up a little. I think you get to level up now a little bit ahead of the other characters, because you take those potions. Do you drink all three in the order that he gives them to you?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm
Once
just like asking.
once you're done, he says, "All right. So now you are, you have your ancient scribes that are back with you. They can fuel your magic. It's a little bit like what Ea was doing with you, but now you have that magic coming from inside of you instead of coming from Ea. You are going to visit the Great Book." Because you have an Archon and a Diva, you are going to be inside of Ea's body. Alright?
What?
Your actions are the ones that matter inside of this story.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
Alright.
Hopefully,
Excellent.
I'll try my best to be virtuous as much as possible.
You need to
Help
stop. You need to
everyone?
stop taking the potions that people just give you like this.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was out of character. Okay. So you see like those things right here open. They look like kind of like sci-fi sarcophagi. Stefan comes back around and says, "All right, ready?"
I think
I
as he comes
guess.
back around, before he comes into like audible range, Sebastian utters a few words and would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Detect thoughts. Okay. On
It's not cast on anybody; it's cast on myself.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you can sense the surface thoughts of people,
Yes.
and then you can look for specific information by making a wisdom saving throw.
By having them make a mistake.
When it's super strange because you hear the thoughts of Stefan and Oliver coming from the same body. Okay. Whose thoughts do you want to listen to?
Primarily those two, as they come back also, and having said that, well, are there any other risks we should be aware of going into this?
Oh,
Feels like that would be good to know.
absolutely. If you die in there, you die in real life.
Gotcha. Good to know. Anything else? Anything we should look out for?
Did Ea say...
Aya said nothing.
Oh, well, we don't know much about this time period, and we don't know why she would have seen dinosaurs there. I guess take as many notes as you can. None of the objects that you have in there are going to follow you back.
Right. Will any objects we have on us here follow us there?
No. No, you will be in bodies that existed at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And just checking his general surface thoughts seem to agree with his answers for the most part.
Don't worry about the language. You'll know the local language. Your actions, the actions of the rest of you, don't matter as much as Ron's. Ron's actions as Ea are what are central to the verse, the story. So you can act as evil as you want. if you're too evil, it might still ruin the verse for him.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone ready? You hear the purring of this turbine over here starts to vroom, 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 vroom.
It is whenever it gets to go into a machine like this, I suppose.
I guess I'll go inside, I guess.
Okay.
I saying this out loud.
Stefan starts to like put stuff over your head.
Oh, wait. Taking off my beret and giving it to him.
Sorry?
Keep my beret, keep my hat safe.
Your what?
Hat.
Hat.
Oh, your hat. Yeah, you can give him the hat. You all get an injection needle in your arms that kind of puts you to sleep. How does everyone take it as you're being like placed in those cocoons? Pods, yeah.
Sebastian does not seem all too appreciative, and whilst the detect thought spell is still active, probably jumping from mind to mind to mind to mind to mind. Just
Okay.
kind of listening in on the general surroundings.
Okay. So what is everyone's surface thoughts that Sebastian might catch, it might hear in your brains as he's gleaning your like thoughts?
I should stop drinking potions that other people give to me.
Sebastian
Panic and
resists
danger.
the urge to paint his
Pretty
palm.
cool.
Senna is just thinking, please don't fill with water. Please don't fill with water. Just gets in the cocoon.
Okay. It does
Whatever,
not
can
fill
take my
with
gun.
water.
Oh, phew.
Yeah, Sebastian is probably resisting the urge to face palm.
Okay. You don't have the space from inside of the pod. Okay.
Well, still.
That's what Mage Hand was intended for.
You, all of you see a screen light up in front of your faces where you have this magnificent view of the the night sky. You look up into the firmament, and you have this like really good field of view from where you are. This mountain is like one of the best places to observe the stars in the world, and you feel mesmerized by the beauty for a second, and then all of you feel your spirits being dragged out of your body at lightning speeds and being torn away from the earth. You can see the planet disappearing, becoming tinier and tinier beneath you as you're being pulled by this beam of light, and all of you are go towards this pocket of stars, and the closer you get, the more colors you can see from it, until you're passing through clouds, and boom, 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 you all appear in this street right here. You are in the middle of a market. It's a sunny day. Everyone around you is haggling and selling and buying things. All of you are in different bodies than you were. You can kind of choose what sort of like person you ended up, whose body you ended up in, but it generally kind of matches your class. So for example, Senna, you might be like one of the people who hunt who hunts around Babylon and just like brings fresh meat back to the city. Graves, you might be like a local guard. Sebastian could be like a fortune teller of some sort, and Reina could likely be someone who like works in who like works on the garden of this house that you found yourselves in front of. Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Does so I want to address real quick the original lore doesn't really say anything about the genders of the bodies that you jump into. Those are people who died a long time ago. You can kind of, I'm gonna let everybody decide kind of what like
Body you want?
yeah, like what body you ended up in based on like what you're comfortable with as players. But in order to all of your characters have to be like adults.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fine.
Ron, you manifest in the body of Ea. You're walking down the street. You have those like magnificent jewels on you, and you're wearing this like long green scaly dress. And yeah, what do you do?
Going to what's the information on Ia's memories of the to this day?
Make an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Today is the day before your 33rd birthday. You're still 32, and when that's kind of like the only information that really like comes to you immediately. Okay, so
And any jobs or anything?
jobs, yeah, you deal copper. You trade like rare minerals basically. Okay. All right. So, real quick before we end today's session, does everyone want to take a second to describe what their characters now look like and what your character's like profession might be? And you will get basically like tools that make sense for your characters to have. Anyone has anyone made any decisions concerning this?
I need to quickly look something up.
Okay.
I'm also looking stuff
Alright.
up. So.
This is
Cool. In this case, I think we can have a little bit. We can look stuff up and prepare that for the next game. We're just going to end today's session with the arrival of a gigantic escort. You see guards filing through the street, all stepping at the same time. The multiple banners of that have the symbol of a large bird on it, and it all culminates with the arrival of this large palanquin. A woman comes out of it wearing a golden bird mask. She turns to Ea and nearby someone in Babylonian is going to announce the goddess Tiamat has blessed all of you with her presence today. Kneel. This is what she looks like, and she stands kind of majestically in front of you, Ron.
I kneel,
Okay.
and I have to be going. I think, yeah, it's getting time for me to leave at this point. So,
Okay. Cool.
yeah, I'll
We're-
think
we're
about a wish.
We're gonna stop here for today then. Excellent game session, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.